What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. On today, we're honored to be chopping it up with the head coach of East, LaVance. What's going on with you, coach?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. I see that, let's go ahead and get right into it. I came in kind of on the back end of practice, and one of the things that I picked up on quick was, this team going to be conditioned because they playing for you, that's for sure.
Yep, correct. Conditioning. It's part of the game. There's only a few things in this game that you need to have. You need to be well conditioned. That's nothing you can substitute on the court.
At all.
Either you have it or you don't.
Right.
You got to be strong. You can't substitute that either. And you got to be together. You got to be able to speak together, talk together, communicate here and there. Even when you're on a bench, you need to be communicating. Like for me, the whole thing for me is, a pet peeve of mine, and I got this from Coach Gunther, is walking.
Mm-hmm.
I just go down memory lane, and I remember playing a team, and we were sitting on the bench, and he was like, scoot back, because you know how we hover over. He was like, scoot back, look down. And I looked down, and the other team was huffing and puffing. And I just looked down at my team, and we just sitting straight up how we having a conversation right now.
Right.
And that's when it clicked in my head, like, we don't just run for no reason. We run for a purpose.
100%.
He might make us run a lot, but it's for a purpose. And the game consists of running, passing, shooting, dribbling. You can't take them away from the game. That is the game of basketball. So on my end, I gotta make sure my team is prepared.
Yeah, because opening night is gonna be here before you know who you guys open up against.
Marlington.
I love
November
it.
29th at Marlington.
So we all know that when opening night is closer, that means the practices get more intense, the margin of error gets smaller. It's because we know what's at stake. How are you making sure that everybody's gonna be prepared?
Well, we watch a lot of film. Like we watch film from last year's games. Sometimes I film practice just so we can get a glimpse of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you tell me you're giving me 100% and I show you on film and you be like, hey, coach, I wasn't giving you 100%.
Camera don't lie. Film don't lie.
It don't. It just, it gives another aspect of the game. So for me, just film study, trying to prepare these guys like college kids, because I graduated from Waynesburg University where I played football, basketball, track. So I know the preparation it takes to be at the peak of your career. So I just try to instill that in them. They've never been pushed this hard. With you not being pushed this hard, how do you know what your limit is?
That's right. I read something a little while ago. It said that if the coach isn't on you and if their coach is not tough on you, then they're really cheating you. Is that kind of the mindset that you've had to make sure that you instill in these guys here?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to cheat them. I don't lie to them, first and foremost. That's any kid. I won't lie to them. I'm going to tell you the truth, because when you get to that next level, they don't hold no punches.
At all.
They give you everything raw and uncut, and you got to be able to take it. So certain times I chill, but most of the time I be on them because I teach here also. I'm an algebra teacher here, and I teach math lab. So I'm on the kids all day. And I just want to be on them so they can be successful at life, because life isn't going to be easy on them.
At all. One of the things that I picked up on quickly when you were playing is this dude is a floor general. He sees everything. There were times even we playing pickup games, post, Ursuline and things like that. I'm like, this dude's mind is still there. And I'm like, how does he do it? And, I think one of the coolest parts about guys who you've played with or you've seen and you see them go ahead and step into the coaching, for those that have played alongside you, you like, well, we all seen this coming. How does it feel to still be a head coach?
I thought I was going to be assistant forever. Never wanted to be a head coach. I just want to be assistant, do my part, just like being a floor general, do my part, make sure everybody's in the right order. But now being a head coach, I see why. I'm the floor general. I got to make sure the coaches is in place. I got to make sure the kids are in place and making sure we're doing the right thing. And it just takes me back to my playing days, me coaching, because alongside of me, I got former players that was on the team with me, Coach JB, great mentor, a minister, so he brings a different aspect to our team. Coach Dom, he's tough, hard-nosed, my brother. You might as well say they used to call us Shaq and Kobe because you see him, you're gonna see me. And
Everywhere.
we used to play everywhere we go, and that's to this day. His grandma said that we're gonna die together, so I guess we just gonna die together, and we gonna keep doing everything together. And for Coach Kyrie, this is his first year coaching. Yeah, Kyrie is his first year coaching. He said he really never wanted to do it, but he used to come in on our practices and he would tell little things and do different things and give suggestions. So now I'm making him the JV coach. Mm-hmm. All our first year coaches, I put them at JV level so that they can understand the game. It's a little bit different than playing pickup. It's a little bit different than being in the game.
It sure is.
Because you have to control the whole team. Even the guys on the bench, the guys you putting in, you got to know when to sub, you got to know when to take timeouts. It's a field thing for me. And for my coaches, it's a field thing. I don't do everything by myself. I expect them to do a certain job. So in the game, if you see me not really doing nothing, I am. I'm overseeing everything for my coaches because one day they might be in the position that I am to be a head coach.
Setting them up for success.
Yes, sir.
Last year, you guys had a pretty good run. Mm-hmm. We all know that the next year is always the toughest because you have to continue to build upon it. But then you have guys like us that we look forward to those challenges. You know, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to this upcoming season?
Just the challenge. The schedule is in the easy schedule, but I don't want it to be easy. I tell my kids all the time, and I don't know how other coaches tell their kids, but for me, games are nothing but certified scrimmages. You get a ref, you get 3 refs, you make your parents and family members pay to get into the game, but at the end of the day, we all make the playoffs, correct?
100%.
So with us making the playoffs, all 22 games are preparation for the playoffs because that's when the goal really comes into play because you win or you go home.
Literally, there is no tomorrow in the playoffs. And quiet is kept, a lot of times when you have teams, the ones that we've played for, the ones that we've been a part of, we knew we were going to be playing deep into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So that's why the schedule got beefed up early in the season because we got tested early. From game 1 to game 21. That's just how it goes.
I wouldn't even say game 1, Coach. Coach Gunther. I wouldn't say game 1. The preparation started in the summertime.
Sure
People
did.
don't know. The grind, the grind to be a successful basketball player, it doesn't stop.
Never.
The off season is the most important aspect of the game.
It sure is.
Because that's when your strength and your conditioning comes into play. If you, like I told you earlier, these are 2 things that you can't substitute on the court. I can substitute players, I can change the plays up, but if they're not conditioned and they don't have the proper strength to withstand the bumps and the bruises for the game, it's going to be a tough season.
And it will show because as time goes on, you know, Kenny Smith had this one saying, he said, the winter time is when you shine, but the summertime is when you grind. Mm-hmm. And that's all that we knew growing up. So a lot of times how I got myself in the best shape, I would run either Roosevelt Park or Wick Park. I would run it 4 times. That's 4 miles just to make sure that I was good. Now some cats hear that, man, they, lying or they capping. No, that's what we actually did. Yeah. But look at the success that we had with that. You know, you were a very great player in football and in basketball. I'll never forget, I think it was your junior or your senior year, you had made one of the biggest interceptions and got y'all a state title in football.
Senior year.
Senior year, bam.
Senior year, last game of the season. We won 21-0.
Sure did.
When I caught that interception, I seen my mom running down the steps. So I was running to her. Then we had to get back out there and do it all over again. But that team, we made a pack. Like, we were going out winners.
And you did. Mm-hmm. From there, you continue to win, you continue to push on, and now here you are instilling a winning mindset here that was set, but now you get a chance to build up. You get a chance to build upon it. What is going to be a successful year this year for the Golden Bears?
For me personally, it would be for all of my kids that are seniors to graduate, to have a productive season where you learned about yourself and your teammates, and to win a few playoff games. And I'll be okay. And get ready for next year. Over and over. It's a recycling. It's a recycling pattern here in basketball, period. I've been on good teams. I've been on bad teams. Mm-hmm. I've been on winning teams that win championships. I've been on teams that lose the first round. I used to win so much, I never remember how to lose.
I think
that
that's because
feeling.
we were spoiled a lot. We were spoiled because we saw winning so much and we got a part of it so much to the point where losing was like a horrible taste in our mouths that we did not like. We didn't know how to handle.
But it ain't. But now, as an adult, you're not losing. You're learning. You're learning about the little things that you didn't do in order to outshine or beat that person across from you. So the preparation is what you need in order to be successful. You can't go into things and not be prepared. That's why I make the kids watch film on different teams, so you can know kind of what they're doing. So when you get out there, it's not a blur to you and you're like, oh, coach, I never seen this. You did, we just watched it. You gotta have confidence in yourself. That's a whole nother
100%.
thing. I can't give you confidence. I can help build you up, but at some point, you just gotta step out
100%.
like Superman, and you
Got
just
no
gotta have
choice.
your confidence. And from the summertime until now, we're gonna be ready.
I love it. Now, every coach has that game on their schedule that they're like, I really can't wait to see how we match up against them. But then you have those really competitive coaches that say, well, that's every game for us. But let's just go ahead and be real. There's a lot of teams that I know you want to take it to, and they're wanting to take it to you as well. If you could look at your schedule now and say, I really can't wait to see how we match up against this particular team, who do you think that would be?
For me, and probably for the kids too, it'd probably be West Branch, because we lost to them last year in the regular season in overtime, up 10 with like 3 minutes left. We end up losing the game in overtime by 2 points, and then the playoff game. I coached the playoff game. That was one of my head coaching experiences, and we lost by 3, but we were right there. And like for me, I got to get that taste out of my mouth. So for them, I got to play them. Like Marlin, I like to play Cheney. That's family rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
I like playing versus Coach Gunn because when he was my coach, we battled a lot. Now we're doing the coaching. So now I got to see if some of the things that he taught me, I can instill into my kids and hopefully beat him. But, you know.
It's always a challenge.
Always a challenge.
Always
but I
a
understand.
challenge.
I understand what it takes to play teams like that. For me, it's all the games, but those ones in particular, I kind of can't wait, because for me, it's a measurement for me to see how good my team is or where we need to correct things from. Last year, we finally beat Marlin and forever.
First time in a while, too.
Wow, yeah. First time they beat us by 10, national taste in our mouth, and then we come back and we win. I also want to get Coach Carey, too.
That's my guy right there. I love him.
Me too, I do too, and I learned so much from him when I was on the coaching staff at Ursuline. It was Coach Gunther, it was him, it was myself. I learned so much from them, like Coach Brown. I learned a lot from these guys, and to just go against them and to see the level of knowledge that we have for the game and to compete against each other, that's competition for us now as coaches.
It is a pretty cool competition too, because as I'm sitting here as the reporter, but I'm also a guy that like, wait a minute, I played for Coach Brown, I played for Coach Palermo, played for Coach Gunn. I had success with all three of them, and now to kind of step into this side and just kind of dive into the stories a little bit, it's always fun. One of the coolest parts though, that we're gonna get ready to transition out of here, you're one of the very few black coaches in this city. Years ago, that wasn't a common thing, but now we see, we have people that on the sidelines that look like us that are coaching. What does being a black coach mean to you, especially here?
For me, it's an honor and it's a privilege. Coach Gunn been doing it for a long time. Marlon's been doing it for a long time. Coach Brown's been doing it for a long time. Like you said earlier, I knew I was gonna be a coach. I just thought it was gonna be later down the line when I was gonna be a head coach.
Yes, sir.
But now I catch myself telling the kids back in the day, And we used to joke with Coach Brown and Coach Stanek and everybody. I don't want to hear about that back in the day, but I catch myself doing it now. But like for me, it's just an honor. I don't look at race. I don't look at color. I don't do any of that, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We all deserve to be loved and treated the same way. So for me, I have Hispanics on my team, I have white guys, I have black guys on my team. But for me to mesh them all together and become one, that's all I want. That's all I need.
It's a wonderful thing to look at. It's a great thing to look at. We all know, once again, the season is right around the corner. If anybody wanted to maybe donate some meals to the team or donate something, how can they do that?
They can look me up on Facebook, LaVance Turnage Jr. You can look me up on Instagram, Coach Turnage. You can get in contact with the school. They'll relay a message to me. But we actually have all of our meals donated. Every game, all the meals are donated. And we even had extra money.
That's even better.
People donated. Yeah, I picked up 2 more games, so we'll just use that money for that. But if you would like to donate to our team, you can hit me up on Messenger, Facebook, anything like that. We really accept donations. We appreciate it.
Rightfully so, Coach. Before we jet, if anybody wanted to maybe just come out and see the teams play, et cetera, how can they do that? Because we all know the season is slowly but surely getting here. So, like, what message, rather, would you want to send to the fans this year?
Why not? Why not East? I said that in my interview, too. Why not? Everybody looks at the school as being bad or have a negative image. They don't. They don't walk the halls every day like I do. So they don't get to see through their eyes what really happens here. These are really good kids who just need really good guidance. And I'm the guy for the job.
Yes, you are. Thank you for your time, Coach. Appreciate you, my
Yes,
brother. Be sure you guys like and share this video. Coach Turnage on the Chris Gunther Show. Cue my theme song. I'll see y'all next time.